Hi, this is Arthur Carmazzi, best-selling author and currently ranked as one of the world's top 10 thought leaders in organizational culture and leadership. And welcome to the Experts MBA, the show for trainers, coaches, and consultants to basically improve your business. And today, we have a very exciting guest, okay? Ray Phoon. Now, Ray Phoon, besides being a directive communication certified trainer, who started with, he's one of our first, he's like batch number 3, right? Batch number 2. Yeah. Okay, so he started with us 10 years ago. Now, he and his company are making multiple millions of dollars every year. Now, how did he do this? Okay, well, besides being extremely intelligent and, of course, having his DC certification, he has come up with a variety of different strategies that have literally propelled him into total business awesomeness. So, Ray, why don't you, tell our audience a little bit about what are some of the things that they can do to, grow their business to multi-million dollars per year?
Sure, Arthur. Thank you for having me on the show. Great to be able to share, things that I've been able to apply in order to actually grow my business. I think one of the key things about business is that repeat business is actually easier to do than finding new business. And the key here is that how can we create more sustainability with every client that you work with. Don't just do it one time. Don't just do it for 1 month. Do it for years. And I wanted to share just basically 3 very simple tips that you can look at in your own business, how you would go about, increasing better sustainability in your business. Would that be okay? Can I share this?
Yeah. I think, if the trade secrets. Everybody wants to know trade secrets.
First thing is be the expert and the consultant. I think the idea here is being an expert and consultant is to don't just be anybody, be the body, be the person. Okay. And that means that whatever you do, you have to go deep and you have to go wide with what you offer, because then they know that in a very comprehensive manner, they can actually trust you. You can offer solutions for the long term. Don't just offer training, don't just offer coaching, right? Don't just offer some type of workshop, offer them a solution. Because as an expert, you are not a trainer nor a coach. You are not either a consultant. What you are is that you are a problem solver, right? And the problem that you're trying to solve for your client is to uplift their performance. We don't provide training, we provide performance improvement. That's point number 1.
Excellent.
Right? Point number 2 is have a brand, but that brand must be easily found. Lots of times we are good at what we do, but nobody knows you, right? And if nobody knows you, what good could you do? Right?
Exactly.
So I think the idea
which is what the Experts MBA is all about.
How can people find you?
Yes.
And I think there are many ways that people find you today, and of course, lots of it has to have some level of search criteria on the internet, some social proof, some word of mouth. But whatever it is, we are actually in economy 4.0, and that means lots of digitalization.
Right.
And so in everything you do, figure out the brand that you want to be, and make sure that people can find you. And when we say the brand that you want to be, don't just be any brand. For example, I meet a lot of trainers that say that I teach specific soft skills. I'm a soft skills trainer. I mean, that's the worst branding that you could have, right? That's the worst branding.
Soft skills.
I mean,
that's like, I need to get sugar, and there's just like generic sugar.
That's right.
I just need sweet stuff.
That's right. and I think, it's funny, but a lot of people still do that. And I think moving forward, if you were to join us in, what we have to share with you, you realize the key thing that we want to do for you is help you find that brand. And it means that even if you're doing soft skills, it's cool because you've made your 10 years of experience in that, or 20 years, right? Key thing is be specific. Because no one is now looking for generic. People are now looking for a specialist.
Well, for experts.
Yes.
Exactly. They want experts. They don't want generalists.
That's right. And number 3, I think the most important thing about the third one, the first one we talked about the fact that be the expert. Don't just be a trainer, don't just be a coach. And go comprehensive, go deep, go wide with what you have to offer. Number 2 was be the brand.
Right.
And be recognizable, be searchable, and people can find you, right?
Okay.
And then I think the third one, most importantly, is to ask yourself, what type of solution you want to offer to your customer. Because at the end of the day, even though we're going comprehensive, that solution has to be specifically something that you can channel back to the customer's business.
Absolutely.
One of the
customization.
That's right. And one of the key strategies that you can start with today to actually grow your business is look at your current sales, look at your repeat clients, or even look at any client you have in your database. Put them into clear industries. Sometimes we don't even realize that actually most of the clients that we deal with is surrounding just 2 or 3 industries.
Right.
And actually that's the secret. The secret is to be able to pitch a message to the same industry client, their competitor, right?
Right.
And when you move up to that competitor and say, I've also done it for your competitor in this industry, they believe you. I give you an example. One of the things that we do a lot for different clients is different brands like Toyota,
right,
and Volvo,
okay,
right, and Jaguar, and BMW.
And they don't actually pay you in money, they just pay you with cars.
Yeah, I mean, I've got like 25 cars in my house, right? But the point I'm trying to make is that if you were to go into Mercedes now, look at what's the credibility of your story. Because I've done it with Toyota, I've done it with Volvo, I've done it with BMW, I've done it with Volkswagen, I've done it with Jaguar.
And of course, if you can show, oh my gosh, well, see, Jaguar's sales have just gone up,
exactly,
because of this,
yes.
So do you want to keep up? You got to hire me too.
So a lot of times we knock on doors and we do cold calling. Someone just talked to me yesterday and they asked me, does cold calling still work? To me, cold calling is about not just knocking on doors. Cold calling is about knocking on the right door.
Absolutely.
Right? And for me, one of the key strategies here, the third point is know what solution you're offering and know which industry that you're good at, the industry that you have proof in. The evidence is actually in the pudding. So
absolutely.
Just 3 things, be the expert, go deep and wide in your offering, be searchable, be recognizable as your brand, and number 3, know what you're offering and go to the industry that you have proof and evidence that you've done a good job. And keep going back to the industry and let the story sell itself. My name is Raymond Phoon.
Awesome. And just one other thing on when you're talking about like being the brand and going far and wide, a lot of times people think, oh well, I'm a trainer, and what you're saying here is that they need to be a consultant. Okay, don't sell training, sell a solution. And you can create, when you're talking about far, deep and wide, it's about coming up with, hey, you as a trainer, you've got all this knowledge, and as a coach, or you've got all this knowledge, and what happens is that you can look at a company if you ask for the data. If you ask for the data, if you actually go in there and actually say, hey, we want to find out, if you do maybe just a little bit of discovery, okay, and you go in ahead and you ask them for this information, you'll be able to get really great ideas, and then since you already have the audience, they're already listening to you, since they're interested in training, you can tell them, hey, I can also do this, or have you thought about this, or would you like to fix this? Not offering them training or not offering them a program, but offering them, I will fix this for you. You are a solution provider. Exactly. And I'm really glad that when we were talking about Experts MBA, lots of programs out there, they talk a lot about how can we market the program, how can we get more sales for you, but at the end of the day, that's still the top line. At the end of the day, if you win the customer, you don't want to be one that's just winning the deal. You want to be one that actually can keep the deal. Absolutely. The one that's able to deliver. So I'm really glad to be on board in the Experts MBA and to be that part that actually adds that content that we don't just sell, we deliver. Absolutely, absolutely. And of course, if you want to join us at the Experts MBA here in Bali, go to experts.mba, check it out, and we will see you here. So this is Arthur Carmazzi and
Ray Phoon,
wishing you great success.